Regina Hall porn in Black Monday, which is currently going through its second season on Showtime. I'm Matt Noble from Gold Derby, here to ask Regina, what's the craziest thing they've gotten you to do on Black Monday?
Oh gosh, I feel like I'm always doing crazy things on Black Monday.
Yeah.
Let me think. The craziest. Oh, okay. First season or second season?
Either.
Either. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, in the last episode, to have serious conversations, there was a penis pic floating around the office. So
Yeah.
Between that and the first season, where I actually had to watch the penis be applied to Andrew Reynolds, who plays Blair, his shoulder. And this time I actually had to watch the penis roam through the office. Now I haven't had to touch it yet, but I've had to watch a lot of roaming penises.
Yeah, it's a penis-heavy show.
Yes, live.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And this season, we've really seen Dawn come into her own, in a sense of she's now running the group, and despite what the press is saying, where Blair's getting all the credit for everything, we're getting to see her run the show. What has that dynamic been like for you this season?
Oh, it's been so much fun to play. I mean, it was really fun to have an all-female office too. I have to tell you, the day moves so differently when it's all women, in the office and our background. But it's been kind of great. It's been really empowering and also really reminiscent of today, where you feel like all these strides are being made and then you go, wait, are they? But it's been great to kind of play a character that's plowing through, but she knows that, maybe she's not going to get the credit, for a myriad of reasons, but mostly because she's female.
Yeah, and I think that's interesting with the show, because you've got things, it's a period piece. It's set in the late 80s. So you've got that, and you sort of look back in time at some of the things that people are struggling with. But today we've got some of those same struggles, but also there's been some progress too. Like, how do you think the show's most relevant for today and the things that are going on in the world today?
I mean, I think a lot. I mean, I think just the desire that, where people want to see the possibility of a female president or vice president. We see it in politics. We see it in how, in the last elections, we had more, women who were, voted into the House. I mean, I think, especially here in America, but I think, honestly, that idea of what is the next glass ceiling to break. And, for Dawn, it was in the world of Wall Street. But I think we see so many fields that are generally male dominated, and trying to break through to men and women, so that we believe, this is possible and we can do this. So I always feel like a lot of the things that we talk about on the show, we're actually still battling today, maybe on a different front. And even Wall Street now, it's still, predominantly men. It's still a predominantly male environment. So, things have changed, but the fact that it's been, 30 years, it hasn't changed as much as one would think. Certainly not as much as Dawn thought when she was doing, running the Jammer group.
Yeah, I think it's funny, because I'm like watching the show going, oh man, the 80s must have been like crazy. And then I think, oh wait, there's some of these things that still haven't been like fixed yet. Like this sort of,
I know. It's funny too. There's a rant, and it didn't, the episodes have to be timed. There's a rant that Dawn goes on about. All she had to do was go to the video store, get a TV guide, look up the time, program it. I mean, and then there's ways where you see how technology has grown exponentially, and then other ways where you're like, but the human vision maybe hasn't expanded to where we want it to be, to where it's genderless, to where it's colorless. We haven't gotten there yet.
Yeah. The great thing about Black Monday is it's dealing with those sorts of like themes and issues, but it's a pretty funny show as well. It's unashamedly a comedy. It's very clearly a comedic show. What's the funniest moment for you in the series?
Gosh, I have to say it's one of the most fun shows to work on. We laugh every day. There's an episode that's coming up, the Halloween episode.
Yeah.
And I can't say what it is, but there is some stuff in the Halloween episode. There's a dance off that really probably I laughed really hard, and seeing everyone in their costumes. But it is, I think that's why it's so much fun, is that even our approach to it when we do it, I mean, we know it's serious, but we're kind of, we get to make fun of it all. Even the movies in the 80s, like poking fun. And I enjoyed those movies, but poking fun at what those movies really stated, and like how far we've come, even the terms we used, that we would never say now, you know what I mean? So how it's been, we've had kind of this slow growth of awareness, but every time we shoot something, I mean, I love Andrew, I love Don, who was amazing, and Casey Wilson, who is just so brilliant, Yasser, Horatio, I mean, all the Paul, I mean, Sheer, and we have a lot of great guest stars. So I think working with them, we just laugh. Even looking at video games like Atari, how old that feels now. Felt like an antique when we had it on set.
It's like, is there a particular aspect of the show that you enjoy? Do you enjoy when you're in like sort of the office bullpen? Do you enjoy the more quieter scenes where you're somewhere like what I kind of
love when we're all together. I love when we have scenes and we're all together. It's really fun when we get to do group scenes, and we started off in the first season doing a lot of group scenes. So I don't know if that's what makes it special, because we kind of got to know each other, and we kind of got our rhythm of what the show was and would feel like from each other. So I really do love our, whenever we're together in a group, whether it's the bullpen or the office or, Mo's apartment. I love when we all get to work together as a group. It makes the day really, feel, like I'm working with just like a great group of friends.
And something like interesting to comparing season 1 and season 2 is season 1, you had the lead up to Black Monday. We saw some flash forwards. We sort of all knew it. Like, we didn't know how everything was going to unfold, and there were some mysteries there, but it's sort of, we were looking forward to, how is everything going to lead to this, these events of Black Monday? This season, we don't know that looking forward. They're sort of taking us more looking back at the beginning of you and Mo's, or Dawn and Mo's relationship. And we're sort of seeing how the group started. What's it been like this season, sort of going, rather than looking forward, but going back, and it being a bit more focused on relationships than plot?
It's great. I think right now the plot starts where you kind of see where Dawn and Andrew, what they're looking forward to into bank deregulation, and then kind of how that goes kaput, or maybe almost goes kaput, I should say. But it's great. I mean, it's even great for me, artistically, to look and see where Mo and Dawn have been. Every day for a season, I used to look and be like, no, why do we have Wayne and Yasser again? How did we hire these two? So it was so great to see. Oh, yeah, they were. This is how we got them. So it's been fun to kind of explore the journey of how all these people are connected, and why, and Paul, and the dysfunction, but also what does work with them, and why they kind of feel like a gang who like loves each other, but they'll stab each other in the back. I mean, that's just part of the job. So it's been fun. It's been fun too to do the hairstyles in the 70s. And 70s looks. Yeah, it's great to kind of go and do these period looks.
Yeah, no, it's a lot of great, a lot of fun clothes and props and all that sort of stuff in the show from the 70s now, but also the 80s stuff. Something else I think is really fun about the show is the soundtrack and the music.
I love the music.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's fun. The last episode, well, not the last one, but the one before, I had forgotten they had this Lionel Richie song. And I was like, oh my goodness, I remember that song. Like I remember. It's weird because the music kind of puts you in the space. Literally, that's what's so great about music. It encapsulates certain things. So it really puts you in the time. I love the way they incorporate the music into the story. I love like Manic Monday.
Yeah.
So I do love the music. I want some Hall & Oates.
Hey, there we go. The request. Can you put who would be the person to make that request to?
I've been making them to the show. I got lists and I got long lines of songs that I'm ready for them to play.
Have they put in any songs you've requested?
I don't know. I know that they put in songs where I'm like, yes, I love that one. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I know we've been in a lot of agreement. And then, songs also cost a lot of money. So sometimes they're like, they're like, Regina, hold your horses. Hold your 80s horses. But yeah, I know one that I requested, I think is coming this.
Ooh. Exciting. Very exciting. I think, do you have a favorite song that's been in the show so far?
I'm a huge Prince fan, so just because Prince wrote Manic Monday, that was really a dream of mine to, I want all Prince. The whole thing could be a Prince video with Prince music for all I care. But yeah, I was really happy with that one and how it played. Did you have one?
I can't remember what song they ended the first episode with of the series, but I thought that was really, really, whatever that was. Yeah. I also think, particularly for you, I feel like "Let the River Run" was a great moment, and the way it came in was really cool.
That was supposed to be celebratory, but "Let the River Run" got run through by another recording, and so that wasn't so great. But yeah, I did love that one too. Yeah, I actually go back and watch the episodes and probably write down the songs to remember them.
Yeah. Make a great playlist to just have. Yeah.
Black Monday playlist.
Yeah. There you go. I'm sure someone's done it. I'm sure it's somewhere on the one of the apps or so. Yeah. Regina, what else? What's been can you think of a moment filming that was particularly fun or special for you, perhaps?
This season, the opening episode, my speech felt really special. Kind of being in the office with all those women and being like, we're going to do this, and feeling like Dawn and feeling really inspirational and all that red and the power suit. I really felt like, and then of course, each week as I get the episode, I was like, wait a minute, this isn't the trajectory I thought, but that felt really, really, really fun. And I really had a great time working with June. That episode aired this week and she played Corky. And I thought she was so funny. I don't know. It's honestly, it's so hard.
Yeah.
I don't know. There might be another one where we're on the plane. But I can't say what happened.
No.
I'm gonna go back to the first season. So maybe
first season.
The first season, maybe. You know what? I liked wearing the tux like all the guys, but I also my mother said, "Baby, who put that big bow in the top of your head?" And I gotta say, when we did the wedding, I had a lot of fun that day at the wedding because again, it was all of us, and I don't know. I have an affinity when we all work for the days we all get to work together. But It was kind of fun to be that Hogan's hero, whatever I was. Remember when I was in the pink, the Madonna outfit? I don't know. It was kind of good to watch that weird, odd strip show with all the other traders. So I don't know. It's kind of fun. All of them. It's hard to have a favorite because there's not any of them that bring back bad memories. They all bring back like just fun days, long days, but fun days.
What's the exciting thing about going to work on Black Monday?
Oh, seeing all the guys and girl, Casey. Yeah. I mean, our showrunners are great. I think just going to work and it's such a collaborative process, and there's so many ad-libs. Mm-hmm. And so there's something great about going to work and not knowing what you're going to get, and you don't know what they're going to use, but just there's just a lot of laughter. We laugh a lot, and I'm glad that everyone's so great because we have such long days. But yeah, I think getting to work with people and learn from people who I really admire. I mean, I was always a huge fan of Don Cheadle, so it was just a dream to even work with him because I just admire his work so much.
Who's the best ad-libber on the cast?
Oh my gosh. Honestly, they're all great. Honestly, Don's hilarious. Yasser. I mean, Wayne, Paul. Andrew. The thing is, it doesn't stop because once we get into the zone, we're all doing it. Casey, doesn't, that's the dangerous part is that we have so much fun doing it. So I don't know. It's kind of like we all feed off of each other. So once it starts.
Because you got some great comedy, I sort of some real staples in the comedy world to get you all going, right? Like Horatio with his sketch work and comedy work, Paul Scheer with I've seen Paul Scheer a couple of times at the UCB performing, and that's he's always so good there. And I imagine that's sort of infectious and can get it going.
Absolutely. I mean, it really is. And it's and then once we say that, it builds, and then it just turns into it has a life of its own, but always within story. But the story just lends itself to so much ad-lib. I think when Don yelled at Paul and was when Mo did, he was like, "Get out of here, Keith, before we catch bald," which was so random and ridiculous, but we loved it. It's just, Mickey called, and the fuck you was that scenario between Don and Mo that wasn't originally there. It just so there's so many discoveries that we get to make it work, and our writers are really great, and then they're great at taking what we have and being like, all right, we're going to add this and do that. So it's just a lot of fun. It's a lot of fun creatively.
Is there an ad-lib you're particularly proud of?
I must say I'm proud of all my ad-libs, but as a Washingtonian, I was probably most proud of my ode to Marion Barry. Because I was a Marion Barry fan, so maybe that one has a little sentimental value.
Yeah, oh, that's nice. One more question, Regina, to wrap things up. What has been the biggest challenge for you on Black Monday, or playing Dawn and portraying?
Yeah, playing Dawn. The guys. There's always a balance of making the moments that are serious land, and then also the comedic moments. And I think, showing that Dawn is really strong and really funny, but also she feels things, So and we do a lot of work, we shoot it in 5 days. And so there's a lot of material. So probably trying to cram all that information that we process into the time frame that we have to shoot it, but really trying to capture it, but still remember, we're always, at the end of the day, we're a comedy first. So I think it's just all those little elements, trying to weave them together.
Yeah, fantastic. And Regina is great. I saw it the season 1 premiere. I took from the premiere. I was able to grab this on my way out. A picture of a Keith picture.
I love that. Yeah. Now Keith has shed that toupee now.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, I missed out on the season 2 picture of Keith in bike shorts.
Yeah.
Rollerblades.
Itty bitties.
Yeah, at the season 2 premiere, were the people rollerblading around, or they're like?
No, ironically, I don't know that we had a premiere, but I was actually in New York working.
Okay.
Yeah, but our season 1 was fun, and I think Andrew was working too, so I don't know that we had so much cast on. But that would have been a good idea. That would have been a good theme.
No. There you go. Oh, well, good show. I can plan the next one. Regina, thanks so much for talking to us today. Thanks for your time. And for those watching this interview, you can go to goldderby.com to watch other interviews with celebrities and to make your Emmy Awards predictions in our prediction center against experts and users from around the world. Thanks, Regina.
Thank you. I wish I would have been in better, but I don't know how to do makeup. Is this not?
That's okay. It's all right. It's authentic, Regina.
Yes, and it's Corona time, so I'm home.
Yeah, there you go.
My proper social distancing.
There you go. We're very well socially distanced for this chat, and if it makes you feel any better, I am not made up either. So
you look amazing. So it works.
You too. Thanks so much.